sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Denver Broncos. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Mariota. And his first look is incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, Mariota. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you can take a little bit of risk there, because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. To throw is Mariota. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. Still fighting. He'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
47-yard line.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Yeah, he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Tackle by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Throwing, Mariota. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Mariota. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 4.
Now Mariota. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. He can run for it, and he will. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message, hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let him know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory, be aggressive. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Mariota to throw it this time. They'll roll him out right. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
And he will be very close to a first first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be fourth down and a few inches. Jacobs, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
Hey, they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Carlson now to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
K.J. Hamler on the return. The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up first and 10 at their own 24. Now the Broncos' big-ticket acquisition. It's Melvin Gordon. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now this defense very accustomed to trying to stop Melvin Gordon. It's the same division, the AFC West, but a different uniform for Gordon. Spending 5 years with the Chargers before joining these Broncos in the offseason. Second down. It's Gordon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there. First down.
In the offseason, Melvin Gordon made the move over from the Los Angeles Chargers to the Denver Broncos. He stayed in the AFC West, and now he has a mission to get back to being mentioned as one of the top backs in the league. With a young quarterback, Drew Lock there, expect him to catch a ton of passes out of the backfield and use his ability in open space to make people miss.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big thing.
And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. From midfield, here's Locke. Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 20.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now Gordon on first down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
We know Melvin Gordon is very effective getting to the perimeter, but being a former University of Wisconsin Badger means you know how to run the ball inside and with power as well. I also like the fact that he's a weapon in the passing game. Had as many as 58 catches in a season. Throw it to him in space and look out.
And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, second down.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Gordon. Reach the 5. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
First and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, second and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal. They run it here with Gordon. They'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Touchdown.
Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7. Brandon McManus.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the pass.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
At the 29-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Working out of the gun. Mario. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. A.J. Green with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
We talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Throwing now is Locke. He's going to drop this one down to Gordon. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Gordon. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Broncos 14, Raiders 7.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something? And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. First down, Gordon. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. This is Gordon. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Now Locke. Eluding the pressure right. And it's caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Try and punch it in. Gordon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Melvin Gordon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. McManus now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Broncos 21, Raiders 7. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Let's get out of there.
Williams is going to have the first down and a little more. And all the way up to the 31-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
For the Raiders.
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. It's certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a toss right side. It's Gordon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
One incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Here's Locke to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
I thought when Josh Jacobs was coming out of the University of Alabama, he was an absolute perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the Raiders. And it turned out, in this case, I was absolutely right. Led the NFL rookies in rushing a year ago, 1,150 yards. In fact, the only rookie to top the 1,000-yard barrier. And this kid is a workhorse who can carry the football in any situation and catch it out of the backfield.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. This is going to be a Raiders first down as he gets it up past the 35.
That's good for a Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Being chased, it comes, and he lost the football. Mario had it jarred loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around him because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get to the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Quick throw outside by Locke.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Here's Gordon. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And McManus able to put it through. And they will open things things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what are you, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Preston Williams, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
9-yard line.
On the play, back at his own 19-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mariota to throw it. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They're indeed going. It's Mariota. That's caught by Waller out left side. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw. This is caught for the Bronco touchdown. Tim Patrick. Touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone. But he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
Mariota now. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Quickly into the hands of Waller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play. And the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And 10. Here's Mariota. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th.
Brings up third down and 11.
On third down, Mariota. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe. It's still winding up short of the first down. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Nice connection, complete to Ruggs. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. First down, Mariota. Got an open man, it's Ruggs. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up second and 7.
Again, it's Mariota. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's third down.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
To the air again, Mariota. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A.J. Bouye with a pick. Past the 20. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Now he's going to let it go deep. And my goodness, another interception. Jackson. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. After the turnover, here's Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. They look to throw. It's Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
First play of the drive. Excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
Closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Touchdown of the season, and the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead is down to 24.
Makes the score Broncos 38, Raiders 14.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. They'll actually throw it with Locke. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again. Locke. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Again, it's Locke. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Fielded in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
2nd and
1. To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota and Waller taking it in over the middle. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
27-yard line.
A 1st down throw for Mariota. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Second and 10 now from the 27. From the gun, Mariota. And he comes back with one complete. And this is going to be another first down as they make the tackle at the Broncos 14. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Mariota. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Off the play fake, Mariota. Buying time to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Mariota again. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
At the 1-yard line.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them the chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy's steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton. I feel like we're going to see more and more of this continue to flow into the NFL game, and that is the quarterback run game. Not successful here going for 2, but it's not something that people shy away from totally anymore either.
In particular, do you think more so around the goal line?
I think so. Anytime it's short yardage, anytime you can go ahead and keep the ball in the hands of the quarterback who's athletic, you go ahead and do that rather than risk a handoff or a pitch.
They just couldn't get it done there, though. 2-point try fails. Going to throw it here. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Second down.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. from midfield. Here's Locke. Escape. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Today's final score, Broncos 45.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Denver, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.